What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody watching this video right now. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into that $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Take a second, just real quick, a second. If you love me, drop a like down below in the comment section. If you hate me, drop a dislike. But either way, drop something down below. And let's go ahead and get straight into this high five. You guys know how I like to do it. We have a slate coming up quick on us at 1 p.m. Central today. So I'm going to get in this high five and get on out. We'll talk about some other players as well throughout the video real quick. But this will be about what? 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll be out of here and get you guys going. Greenlightdfs.com. Join the squad. Let's get straight into it. Starting off at point guard, the guy I really love at point guard is Ish Smith. Now, Washington is missing a ton. Okay, on top of that, Gary Payton is banged up. Okay, like Ish Smith had an amazing first game in the bubble, scoring 31 DraftKings points against Phoenix. He's only 3'8". He's one of my favorite value plays on this entire slate. Without Bradley Beal in the lineup, anytime Bradley Beal has missed this season, Ish Smith has been a very solid contributor. Okay, now Ish Smith did not start that game, that last game that they just played, but he's in a great spot to really shine here in this matchup against Brooklyn. Okay, Brooklyn already struggles really big versus guards. Ish Smith just an amazing option here, and I really love him. Shooting guard, I know he let a lot of people down yesterday, but Caris Levert, the usage is still there, the minutes are still there. Don't be surprised to see Caris drop a 50 bomb here soon. All right. Caris Levert is a straight up scorer. He only dropped 30 against Orlando, which is disappointing, but Orlando's defense is a very solid defense. Okay, Caris Levert gets to go against one of the worst defenses in the league now in Washington. On top of that, Washington, like I said previously in a past video, has given up the most fantasy points out of any defense in the league. Okay, this game should also stay close because both of these teams are scrubs, missing all of their stars. So this should be a solid game right here for fantasy purposes. I really want some exposure to Washington and Brooklyn. It's really a game that I want some good exposure to. All right, I mean, Caris Levert's price didn't move at all. This is a much better matchup. I'm expecting Caris to really go off here. Next up, Bryn Forbes, as well as some other guards for San Antonio, are banged up. So that's a plus to DeJounte Murray, and that's also a plus to my boy who's super consistent, DeMar DeRozan. I'm going DeMar DeRozan in the high five because this dude's just a 40-plus dropper. Like, he's going to get you 40 or more DraftKings points. I'm expecting 45 to 50 here against Memphis. Matchup against Memphis is A1. I absolutely love DeMar DeRozan here in this matchup. All right, Memphis is one of the faster-paced teams in the league. It's going to force San Antonio to speed up and play fast, play to their speed, and I really like it here. DeMar DeRozan is just a solid contributor. You can go him. The reason I don't have DeJounte Murray is because he's one of the most up-and-down players in the entire league. Yes, he is a great play, and the situation's great for him. Patty Mills, Bryn Forbes, all these guys banged up. Yes, it's a great position for DeJounte Murray, 100%. Okay, and I do love DeJounte Murray. I want to make that known. The only reason I don't have him in the high five because his teammate, DeMar DeRozan, is much more consistent. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm saying. He's got the 50 upside, but he's also most of the time going to get you that 45. So I wanted to put DeMar DeRozan in the high five. All right, now the big dog that I'm going with today is Giannis. All right, Giannis is going against a Houston team that just literally does not run bigs. Giannis is way too athletic, way too big to be stopped by this Houston team. If you recall, early on in the year, Harden said something about if I was 7 foot something too, I'd be the best. I'd be dominating people too, like kind of making it seem like Giannis was only good because of his size and stuff like that. And Giannis took offense to it, of course. You know what I mean? So maybe he comes in here and he just shows out. Either way, this is still Giannis. He's missing Eric Bledsoe. He's 11K. So we would love to get about 66 from him. The dude absolutely showed out in the first game, dropping 70 against Boston's super stout defense. Houston is a solid defense because they've got guys like, they've got Robert Covington, who's a solid defender, PJ Tucker, is a solid defender. But outside of that, Giannis is just too big for either of those guys. Plain and simple. He is too big for either of those guys. Milwaukee is missing some main pieces on this offense. I really think Giannis is the spend up today. I really don't want the Houston side. I don't want Harden against literally one of the best defenses in the league in Milwaukee. It's going to be a really tough game. I mean, in GPPs, you could go Harden or Westbrook. I completely understand it. I mean, there's some people out there that just close their eyes and set their lineups and get lucky at times. But if you go off of numbers and stuff, Giannis is the spend up today. All right. Last but not least, I got to do it again, my boy. I'm going to go right back to the well, Jared Allen. Okay, I'm really loving this Washington-Brooklyn game, and I'm going to find all the ways I can to get involved with it. It's not because they have superstars that put up a ton of points. It's because they are both thin as hell. And the most important thing in DFS is to get guys in situations. It doesn't matter if you have an unknown guy, okay, that literally you've never seen play before. If he's 3,000 starting on a team missing all of their guards, if he's a guard and on a team missing all their guards, he's a lot. It's simple as that. Opportunity is the bright spot because all of these guys are good. Every single one of these players, even the bench players, would beat us 10-0 to a game to 10. They would skunk every single one of us. And they're even the bench players would. Well, I don't know about me. I got a shot on me. You know what I mean? But anyway, most people, they would skunk these people. You know what I mean? So it's like even the worst players are better than all of us. Okay? And at the end of the day, it's just situational, man. I had somebody comment the other day. It's like they didn't play. Who was it that was played? It was I can't remember the name of it, but he was on one of the teams yesterday. He started for one of them because they were missing some players, and the guy said, "Oh, I didn't." I tweeted about it. It was like, why wouldn't anybody play this guy? All of their guards are gone. Like, why would they not play him? And somebody commented back because he sucks. It's like that's just the wrong mindset. Okay, he might suck to you, but he's still better than you and really good. And if you put him in a fucking huge positive situation, he can still fall into DraftKings value, plain and simple. But Jared Allen, I mean, look, he's in this game against Washington. Washington is bad versus bigs. It's just Thomas Bryant's not a great defender. I like Thomas Bryant on the other side of this too. I mean, there's just some really good prices in this game. This is the game that I like sprinkling around some studs to really get that upside going on this slate. All right? Anyways, thank you guys for joining me as always. That's about it. I want to reiterate that, yes, I do like DeJounte Murray. I think Murray could have a big game here with them missing their San Antonio guards. The only reason I went DeMar is because DeMar is missing the guards as well, and he's just more consistent, plain and simple. DeJounte Murray is still in play, of course. And outside of that, I mean, my notes for this slate today is Giannis is my favorite spend up. Washington-Brooklyn is my favorite fantasy point game. And good luck. Greenlightdfs.com. Join the squad. I'll be dropping the MLB video here shortly, so stay tuned on the channel. Appreciate you joining me. At Cam_ATL on Twitter. Peace.